Hi, I'm Sean. I'm out here at the Toronto Public Library in College Street, and we're here for the Pulp Show. This happens once a year, and here's J-Man shooting his video. Uh, and where's Steve? There's Steve, right there. So we're all going to buy vintage pulps and paperbacks and all sorts of great stuff. I'll try and get some footage inside the show, but so we'll do that, and I'll show you my haul.
Okay. Another 20 bucks or something for another 10. Another 10? And then we're good.
Yeah, I know. I don't have one, so.
Pretty neat. It's funny seeing.
Hi, so that was the Toronto Pulp Show. It's pretty incredible stuff. It happens once a year. Now, this year's show was very small because there was a vendor missing who was sorely missed because there was one guy that sets up in the back and has all sorts of vintage pulps. The Pulp Show this year had pulps, but mostly modern reprints or modern versions, a lot of paperbacks. Usually you can fill up on vintage pulps, and not so much this year. There were a few vintage pulps there, as you're going to see from my haul, but not like a great deal of them. But there were a lot of interesting books there. So without further ado, here's what I got. So I don't even know where to start here. I'll start with these. It's just a bunch of Mad paperbacks. Whenever I see Mad paperbacks around, I pick them up. I have a growing collection. So here they are. It's Incurably Mad. The Mad Book of Word Power. That's Max Brandel. Mad's Don Martin comes on strong with the help of Dick de Bartolo. There you go. Don Martin, The Mad Adventures of Captain Klutz. Yeah, Mad put out tons of these things. I'm kind of determined now to just get them all. I don't know how many hundreds there are, but Sergio Aragonés, Mad as a Hatter. And if you don't know, and you see the prices on the back, it's just a bunch of Mad cartoons inside. And last but not least, the Mad Jumble Book. There you go. Frank Jacobson, Bob Clark. Let's see what's inside here. Cool stuff. All right. Next up, I guess I'll go through these. I got both of these for $15. It's the Edgar Rice Burroughs, the man who created Tarzan, his entire exhaustive story, basically. It's like these giant books, I like the backs of these too, just goes through in excruciating detail the life of Edgar Rice Burroughs, what he thought about the movies, what he thought about other things. There's pictures. That's just volume 1. Volume 2, you see the Jewels of Opar in the back. More stuff. I'm interested to read these giant tomes here. Looks to be a lot of correspondences that are also reproduced here, etc. Yeah, it looked interesting. It's $15. I was like, $15. I can do with that. So a bunch of paperbacks. Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan photo novel or photo story. I have a sneaking suspicion. Let me just see if this is black and white or not. Yes, black and white. Clavi warned me, but I have the Star Trek the Motion Picture Marvel comic adaptation in paperback as well. But this is a photo novel of Star Trek II. It's still pretty cool. Whatever. A bunch of Lynn Carter's Tower at the Edge of Time. Here's the back. Thongor Against the Gods. Here's the back. Yeah, I got price tags on them still. Thongor at the End of Time. Covers are awesome. Thongor of Lemuria. Thongor in the City of Magicians. I got this Land of the Giants hardcover from back in the day. Land of the Giants, of course, is a bit before my time, but here's the interior art. This looks in pretty good shape. Flight of Fear. 1969 Kent Publications. And it's basically prose, and it's a chapter novel. Pretty cool stuff. This looks in incredible condition, like it's not scribbled in or anything. Pretty cool stuff. I got this Mad Super Special, the comics, so it's all comic strips. Pretty cool stuff. I also got this, I like the Dell map backs. I think the map thing was such a weird, ridiculous gimmick, but I got Skyline Riders. Looks pretty cool. A Dell Western. And this is a map back, so on the back there's a map of all the locations that the characters go in and stuff. It's pretty cool for some of the mysteries, but here I don't know how it factors in. I'll read it and see. I like these. I got a couple of movies. So I got The Deep. It is all region, as it says in the back. I don't have The Deep. I don't know why I don't have it. So there you go. And Midnight Movies double feature. Tales of Terror and Twice Told Tales. Pretty cool stuff. And okay, so I didn't know they put out this collection. I knew that Ditko did these, and I was like, I gotta go find the original issues. But here is Monsters Ditko, and it's Gorgo. And it's all the Gorgo comics. It's pretty awesome stuff. Look at this thing. There's also apparently a Conga one, as they're advertising back here. Creativity of Ditko they had there, but I bought this book instead. And The Art of Ditko is another comic. So if you don't know, Gargo was a British-made Godzilla-ish ripoff, but it's pretty awesome stuff. And then they also made a movie called Konga. And then Steve Ditko did comics for both. And at one point they crossed over and fought. It was pretty awesome. I'll just show you briefly some of the stuff in here. Here's Ditko working, and here's the cover. The Return of Gorgo. And then of course the comics themselves. Let's see what else is in here. Pretty cool stuff. So I look forward to going through all this. Pretty awesome. Last but not least, let me put this somewhere where it won't fall. To me, it's not a pulp show unless you buy vintage pulps. So here's Amazing Stories. This is from, I don't know what year this is from. That's pretty cool stuff. Here's the back. And here's probably an older one. Amazing Stories. There you go. And the back is advertising. It's December, so it's advertising Christmas stuff. Watches and rings. Alright. And I'll just mention this after the show. It was J-Man, Steve, and myself. We all went to a collectibles place that's up by me, sort of up by me, and we got just, things there. And so what I got there, so it's called Treehouse Collectibles. It's on Dodlands here in Toronto. It's pretty awesome. I got a Return of the Jedi coloring book. I don't think I have this one yet. Pretty awesome. I don't think it's been colored in. There you go. And I don't know. I didn't know they made this. The Buck Rogers Giant Movie Edition from Marvel Comics. Pretty cool stuff. It's an comic book adaptation of the exciting motion picture. I don't know what rock I was under that I didn't know they did this, but that's awesome. As soon as I saw it, I'm like, yeah, I'm picking that up. And that's what I got today at the Pulp Show, and then later on at the Treehouse Collectibles. Pretty cool haul. I would like to have seen more vintage pulps, but they usually turn up at comic book shows as well. So look at that. So until next time, take care.